Hi, this is Lethea Owens, your branding and market domination strategist, and this is the Game Changers International Show, the show where we interview game changers and we offer insights and strategies to help you take your business and life to the next level. Today, I am so excited and honored to interview Lisa Ryan. She is an international expert, speaker, author, and she has this expertise in an area that I find absolutely fascinating. It's the area of gratitude, right? Yes. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today, and you'll find out what it is and how it's helping companies all over the world. So, Lisa, tell us a little bit about this whole idea around employee engagement and why it's such a huge topic in business environments.
Well, you know, the economy has really shifted over the last couple of years, and it's getting stronger. Yes, it has. Yay, finally. But, you know, when the economy took a turn for the worse, we got out of the habit of thinking, of thanking people, because, you know, people were trying to do so many jobs, half the workforce was gone, and so you have 5 people doing the job of 15 people. Wow. And everybody was so focused on how do we get the product out the door, how do we get these services done, that we fell out of the opportunity to appreciate people.
Yes.
And now that we're starting to turn into, I heard a really great saying that there's a war for talent going on.
Yes.
And talent's winning.
Oh, I love that. I think it is.
Because the thing is, now I have those employees, and it's not the, oh, you're just lucky to have a job mentality.
Right.
It's the, how do I keep you?
Absolutely.
And things like using gratitude strategies or gratagees.
Yes.
Connecting with your employees on that emotional level, that's what's going to keep them from becoming someone else's talent.
Oh my gosh. I can hear Janet Jackson's song playing in my head. What have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 dun. I mean, that's the mindset, right? And so when we think about employee engagement and this body of work, I know that you have quite a few clients and you're highly sought out in the manufacturing industry with regards to employee engagement. Why do you think that's happening?
With the shift to manufacturing starting to come back to this country, again, it's an area that, you know, these businesses were subjected to so many different regulations and so much, let's take our business into different countries, that now that companies will have the opportunity to get out of some of the, you know, burdensome regulations that they were dealing with before, they'll actually have the capital to start investing in employee training, in employee initiatives. Some of the best clients that I've been working with lately have not only brought my program into their upper management, because usually training always starts with management, we always start at the top and work down, but what they've seen a tremendous difference when they bring the employees in from the shop floor, and let those employees who probably in their whole life they've never seen a quote unquote motivational speaker, and you know, and I feel like that's an honor. You know, here I am,
absolutely,
sharing ideas that can change the way people think, and then when we do both ways, when we start at the top with management,
absolutely,
but we also keep with the bottom to give a gift to people of a different way of thinking, it makes a huge difference, and my clients are seeing huge leaps in their growth and their productivity levels because they're paying attention to the people that are doing that day-to-day job.
Yes, yes. So what is the biggest difference between an engaged employee and a disengaged employee?
You know,
what does that look like?
Yeah, when you have somebody that's actively engaged, I mean, we know who those people are because we love them. You know what? I mean, those are the people.
Can we clone them? Is what we're
saying.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we're saying. Because we're like, you know, that person is in the flow. They have connections at work. They love what they do. It's like they look at their watch and they're like, it's 5 o'clock already. So they love that, and they have those connections. Where when you have a disengaged person, you know, they're the person that literally sucks the energy out of the room.
Yes,
and unfortunately, what they do is they bring down everybody else. It's kind of, I like to compare it to, both people light up the room, okay? But an engaged employee lights up the room when they come in, and a disengaged employee, of course, lights up the room when they leave.
So what can managers do and leaders do to further engage their employees? What are some things, some strategies?
You know, one of my clients at one of the shops that I work with told me when I first started working with them, now they're a lot better, but he said, you know, Lisa, When I do something wrong, I get recognized 100% of the time.
Absolutely.
And when I do something well, I rarely get recognized. So what can managers do to say thank you? Catch your employees doing things right. Focus on the good things, because just like Mother Teresa said, we're more starved for appreciation than we are for bread. So
that's good.
And I also like to talk about, there's this group of people, we always recognize the rock stars,
Yes,
because
you do.
they're the rock stars.
Yeah.
And then we have the problem children, and we correct them and try to work with them. But there's this whole level of the people I like to just call the steady eddies. They show up every day, they do their job. They're never going to be a rock star, they're not a problem child, they just are there. But what would happen if you as a manager went up to that steady Eddie and said, you know what, I really appreciate the fact that I can count on you all the time for doing this and getting your job done to me.
Yes.
I may be the first person in your life to acknowledge you, and now that steady Eddie's going to go, I like that. How do I get me some more of that?
Absolutely.
So it's something that it grows on itself, but it's just really focusing and going through, in my gratitude programs, we go through a thanks process, that there's a lot more to that. We change the language, we look at building trust and helping our employees. But really, the quickest right off the bat to start to change things is to simply catch your employees doing things well.
I love it. I mean, those are the kinds of strategies that we hear about here on the Game Changers International Show. Lisa, thank you so much for taking time out of your crazy busy schedule, traveling the world, helping to transform organizations, to stop by our studio to share your brilliance with us. We appreciate you.
It has been my pleasure, my friend.
Wonderful, wonderful. So this is Lethea Owens with the Game Changers International Show. I am so excited to always bring you the most amazing experts on the planet. Thank you so much for tuning in.